I am an administrator, sir. Will you please have a seat over where I've asked
But what
you
was
three
the reason to
times
call
do
the
that?
police, sir? What was the
I'm
reason to
sorry.
call the police?
Were you on the phone?
Oh, you called administration?
Yes.
All right, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad, ma'am, that you are a witness here because your dean has created a reasonable expectation of litigation here. I simply asked them for the total amount of operating budget, and he decides he wanted to call the police. So you are on notice.
Please have a seat over here, as I've asked you 5, 6 times now, please.
I prefer to stand. I've been sitting all
Can you
day.
please stand over in that area so that you're not interrupting our staff? And
Sure, well, I was speaking to her.
Amy, were you speaking back? No, thank you.
You
Exactly.
have
Please.
created a reasonable expectation of litigation
Oh, no, that's fine. I've just asked you. This
No,
will be
it's
the
not
7th time to
fine.
step in this area over
to
here.
call the police with no emergency is a disorderly conduct.
Sir.
Sure,
I've
I'll continue
asked
to
you-
look at the government
I've sent you
publications as
I
over.
asked you 8 times to please stand over in that area.
Yeah, well,
as
sure.
to
I'd like to
not-
take a look at these postings here. As I've been sitting all day, these are government publications. I have a right to inspect these. Hey, how's it going?
So this gentleman has a few questions for us, wanting to know the operating budget. I've asked him to 8 times stand over here while I can get him some answers. To
And I'm
that.
just looking at these government
And
publications.
he's not complied with any of those requests.
Okay.
So
Are you a student, a community member? How can we help you?
Okay, may I know what your name and title is to begin
What's
with?
your name?
Okay, so I'm monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in public interest. I just
You
like to.
what?
I'm monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in a public interest.
Okay, for whom?
For many people that watch these videos, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Today I'm just acting as a private person today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Well,
what is your name and title, ma'am?
You know what? I don't know who you are.
Like I said, I'm a member of the public. Today I'm acting as a private citizen. So here's what we need. I'll just mark it off as you're not wanting to be transparent, provide your name. But I need to know, what is the total amount of operating budget? I don't see it on display anywhere, nor do I see the purpose of this public body on display. If you could guide me to where that record is prominently displayed, because as of right now, I believe that's concealed,
Okay.
which is a felony.
Why don't you turn off your video and we'll be happy to work with you.
Why would you need me to turn off my video?
Because you're attempting to make some kind of statement here when I don't even know why you're here, who you are, what you're asking.
Sure. Well, I did make myself very clear, but this is the statute here of what I'm here for. It's more clear than I could tell you. Here it is before I hand it over to you. That's what I'm here for. Section 4, if you could guide me to where those records are prominently displayed. You have not provided your name nor your title. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
who you are either. This guy is here, he's videotaping us, he's asking us to provide him with information, he has not identified himself.
Okay.
And I've just asked him.
Yes, I did, ma'am. I'm a private person today. I'm just looking to see if you could guide me to where these records are prominently displayed. You have not identified yourself as a government representative. What's your name and title, Madam Clerk?
You're asking who is the Foia representative here, and then you're asking about different information.
Well, we clarified who was the FOIA representative, and then we carried on, and I did bring to your FOIA officer's attention that these records, specific 10 items, 10 specific records, are to be displayed prominently to easily be seen. Since they're required to be displayed somewhere on the wall, it does not require someone to request them, which would take 5 days of gathering. The question is, FOIA has been in operation since, I think, 78. So are you telling me this public agency here is 45 years without complying with that portion of the law? Well, as of right now, if I can't see the records, they're concealed, which is now public, which is section 160 of felony, to conceal public record.
That is not what you asked of me.
Of course I did.
No, what you asked of me was to produce them right now, and I told you that those people are not here. I can get them for you through a FOIA request.
I'm listening, ma'am. I'm listening. It does say the word immediately disclose this information upon request. I'm not demanding anything. I'm just asking you to follow the state statute. I don't want to have to make a police report saying that these folks, I believe, are concealing a public record, which is a felony, and official misconduct under ILCS section 33.3, where a public employee intentionally or recklessly fails to perform a mandatory duty required by law. Those are 2 felonies, ma'am. Form? You need a FOIA form?
You have to
You have to email it.
No, ma'am, I could do it in person. I have my...
No, you can't do it in person.
Of course
You
I
have to
can.
email it to us.
You
No,
have to
ma'am,
email
my
it to
FOIA
us.
is ready. It's ready. I just need a copy of it.
You can leave it with the police. Let's go.
Okay.
There is not a mutual level of respect here when I asked you your name and how I could help you. And our process is our process in terms of submitting a FOIA. We are not obligated to give you anything immediately.
There's a right and there's a wrong. Of course there is. Can I have 2 FOIA forms as well? I'm going to hand
You
this
have
one.
to apply online.
You could do it in person. Are you refusing me to leave my FOIA in person?